In 2011, Ariana Grande was ready to make her solo musical debut. At the time, she was still playing Cat Valentine on the Nickelodeon show Victorious, which is where she first gained widespread notoriety. Cat was a bubbly, sugary sweet character, played to perfection by Ariana. However, this portrayal may have done more harm than good when it came time to break free from the Nickelodeon shackles. Ariana wanted her debut album, Yours Truly, to be like the music she grew up listening to, mainly 90s R&B. But given how young her fanbase was, her record label wanted to create something that would appeal to that demographic. The result of this would be her debut single, Put Your Hearts Up. An upbeat bubblegum pop song, Put Your Hearts Up is about as saccharine as you can get. The lyrics are about changing the world by showing love to other people, and how little acts of kindness can make a big difference. The song samples the chorus of the 4 non-blonde hit What's Up, and I actually think the sample is pretty smart. What's Up is a pretty bleak song when you read into it, as it's about questioning the issues in society and how it's seemingly impossible to fix them. Put Your Hearts Up flips this message on its head and offers a positive outlook on the world. It's a good, transformative way to use a well-known melody, and Ariana sounds great singing it. However, I don't think Ariana felt great singing it. Put Your Hearts Up is clearly a song meant for kids, and its hokey lyrics are very indicative of that. Wishing on a shooting star in the sky, we could do anything if we try. Can't resurrect Gandhi, resurrect King, but if we put our heads together, we could do anything. Yeah, this really sounds like the type of song you would sing in your 5th grade choir class. As a bubblegum pop lover myself, I really enjoy Put Your Hearts Up for how ridiculously schmaltzy it is, but I'd be lying if I said this was the kind of music I want to hear from Ariana. It's not that she sounds bad on a track like this, but her voice is definitely more suited for R&B infused pop. And EDM, the girl sounds amazing on dance tracks. However, this song was clearly meant to evoke Cat Valentine, and the video shows this as well, with Ariana dancing in a cute pink dress around the streets of New York, while the people around her are showing love to each other. Just like the actual New York, I'm sure. This video is cute, if a little low budget looking, but it definitely wasn't Ariana. This was Cat Valentine, and while it worked for that character, it didn't do anything to differentiate Ariana from her then child-friendly image. The song didn't do much commercially, mainly becoming a hit among her younger fanbase, but nowhere else, and it was ultimately left off of Yours Truly, despite being the intended lead single. Ariana was quick to dismiss the song, saying in the 2013 interview that it wasn't the style she wanted for her music, preferring to do something more soulful. In a 2014 interview, she called the making of Put Your Hearts Up the worst moment of her life, calling it inauthentic and fake, and saying she had a bad spray tan during the video, although that clearly didn't scare her away from spray tans altogether. The dragging did not stop there, with her saying in the 2015 Zach Sang interview that it would have been better as Cat Valentine's single, and that she only did the song since she was so eager to start making music. She echoed this sentiment in a 2020 interview, again with Zach Sang, saying she was in an uncomfortable position of wanting to put out music while knowing her fans were very young and probably would react more positively to a bubblegum pop record. She also said that, even though she doesn't dislike the song, it would have been better for someone else. And honestly, I do agree with her to a certain extent. While I definitely think someone else could have done a great job with it, I can't really think of anyone specifically that would sing a record like this, especially in 2011. I also don't actually think it sounds super far off from what Yours Truly sounded like. That album was definitely more mature, but it also had a lot of inspiration from 50s and 60s doo-wop music. And many of the songs had a twinkly, upbeat, and playful sound to them. Put Your Hearts Up isn't that much more juvenile than a song like Piano or Better Left Unsaid, though I also don't disagree with her decision to leave it off the album. Like she said, this was better as a Cat Valentine song, and I think timing is to blame for that. It was too early to make the debut she wanted, since her fanbase was so young, and she probably would have risked her role on Victorious had she made something that was too mature. Even though she continued playing Cat on the spin-off show Sam and Cat from 2013 through 2014, by that point her fans had aged a little more and were probably ready to hear something that wasn't as kiddie as Put Your Hearts Up. Even though it was only about 2.5 years later, that is a big difference when you're a kid. Plus, Yours Truly is a pretty safe record to play for tweens. It's upbeat and fun, but doesn't ever get as juvenile as Put Your Hearts Up. which is why it was a perfect debut album, since it established her artistry without being too jarring to longtime fans. Nowadays, Put Your Hearts Up is pretty much forgotten outside of Ariana fans. Hell, the video isn't even on her page, as she said it was so bad she made her team hide it on her Vivo. There is a version of it up on YouTube that was posted in 2015, but it glitches out and stops halfway through, and I remember being frustrated with this, since there was no way to watch the whole video for years. Luckily, someone posted the whole thing in 2020, and while I'm happy about that, I don't think Ariana is. Like I said earlier, I love bubblegum pop, so I still get enjoyment out of Put Your Hearts Up, but this definitely wasn't the best way to start Ariana's musical career. She did not change the world with this one, that is for sure.